So every Purim we can reveal a new face of Amalek. And that's why we come around every year to Purim. In fact, we'll be keeping Purim even after the Mashiach. So the Ishbitzer says that everything comes from the divine source, even evil itself. So this is why I want to say a little bit about how we produce Amalek. One of the main conditions is vulnerability. Ayef Yagea, where we're so tired. We're coming out from liberation, and our tail end was so vulnerable, we were just not able to protect ourselves well enough. Rava and Rabbi Zera made a Purim feast together and became drunk. Rava got up from the table and slaughtered Rabbi Zera. The next day, when he understood what he had done, he prayed for mercy and brought him back to life. Well, the next year, Rava said to Rabbi Zera, "Come, let's make a Purim Suda together." No. A miracle doesn't happen at every single hour. Violence looms at the table of study and at sumptuous banquets of the heartless and powerful. Between the sharp tines of the fork where blade and flesh converge in the swish and tilt of the goblet. I hate, I despise your feasts, and I will not smell the sacrifices of your solemn assemblies, but let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. The wine goblets are so beautiful, exquisite. From where did King Ahasuerus get them? It is told that he ordered them brought from throughout 127 states of his Persian Empire. It is also said that the vessels King Ahasuerus used at his lavish banquet, golden vessels and many other kinds, resemble those used in the sacred service of the temple in Jerusalem. Perhaps some of them were even stolen after the destruction. Loot from the holy temple brought to the king's table. War and conquest enter our inside places. We set them at our table, at our sacred meal, at our altar, desecrating our sacred house. The Torah commands us to build our sacred house for the Shekhinah, the female divine presence. The palace of King Ahasuerus resembles the holy temple, yet the palace of King Ahasuerus mocks the holy temple, for within there is no divine presence. Women are absent from the king's table. No woman is present to intervene. God is absent from the palace of the king. God is absent from the text of the scroll. Queen Vashti creates a woman's feast. She is master, matronita, Shekhinah, dwelling within her house. She inhabits her half of the palace. Queen counterpoints king. Queen checkmates king. Vashti expresses her charge of vessels. King Ahasuerus resists. Ahasuerus said to them, "Speaking of Vashti, the vessel which I use is neither Median nor Persian, but Chaldean. Would you like to see it?" "Yes, but she must be naked." Whenever a woman's body is desecrated, Jerusalem is desecrated. Bring Queen Vashti with her crown to the king to exhibit her beauty before the nations and the ministers. Vashti says, "No." What did she say?
No.
She said, "No, no, 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 no." She said, "No" to the king. She reveals male king's power and misogyny. Did she have a bad hair day? Procter & Gamble paid Yale professor Marianne Lafrance to study the psychological effects of bad hair days from adiosbarbie.com. Bad hair got you down. 1 in 4 people suffer severe psychological effects, even depression, from unmanageable hair. Now, Pantene Laboratories announces its new aroma neurotherapy shampoo. It's enriched with special Prozac V crystals that penetrate the scalp, giving both your hair and your mood a lift.
Yeah.
Finally, even bad hair day can make you smile. Woman is an object through whom the male subject fulfills himself. Her beauty is a measure of him. Simone de Beauvoir. A macabre masquerade. So Amalek comes at the intersection, at the interstices between unchecked power, unilateral authority, and indifference, our own unquestioning obedience and passive complicity. While men are busy obeying the king's sovereign command, it must take a whole empire to summon everyone, every single virgin, beautiful girl in 127 states to appease the king's cravings. Mordecai bucks Haman's authority. Fast on the heels of misogyny, soon a new decree to destroy, to kill, to slaughter all Jewry. Umi odea im laet kazot higat lemachut. Who knows?
Who knows?
Whether it is for a moment like this,
that
you have attained your power.
You have attained your power.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Whether it is for a moment like this, that you have attained your power. We must accept evil doing as human fate. When is it time to draw the line? I wavered. Can we act even without being called? I have not been called to come to the king. I feared for my life. Dispose this man mercifully before me, for I am afraid of him. I began to see myself as revealing, exposing my hiddenness. Unmasking became my identity, my hope for flourishing, watered like a garden. I am Hadassah. I am lush and green throughout the year. I do not dry in the summer. Absence taught me how to risk absolutely everything. I will come to the king, though it is contrary to the law, and if I am to perish, I will perish. Esther's strategy is to repeal the scrolls that mandate annihilation. She advocates deconstruction of the text, leaving the body and soul intact. Esther declares, "May it be written to repeal the edicts plotted by Haman, who has written to annihilate the Jews in all the king's provinces." Yet, having won the power and compliance of the king, Esther has a rude awakening. Even the king cannot revoke his own order. The menu is fixed. Once the book is sealed, it can never be undone. The egg cannot be unscrambled. The only recourse is to issue new orders. Permission is granted to the Jews to defend themselves against their assailants. Waiter, an omelet. Esther's solution respects the wholeness of the body and soul by deconstructing the text. The monarch's solution destroys the body and soul, maintaining the text intact. The bloody destruction of 75,000 lives is an irrevocable outcome of the immutable king's fallible decree. The Israelites said, "Tell us how, Echa, did this evil thing happen?" Warlords occupy the table, clutching forks and knives. They carve the flesh of the earth into manageable portions. While we look up occasionally from our page, from our meal, from our drink. Esther has final authority over the text. Esther's command, speech, words, bind us to perform the writing of Purim. Shmuel declared, Esther was transmitted from the holy source. It was transmitted for oral performance and not for a written form. We receive the Torah Sheba'al Peh on Purim, Kimu v'kiblu haYehudim. And so we transmit aloud a new version of an old script. Umi odea im laet kazot higat lemachut. Who knows?
Who knows?
Whether it was for a moment like this,
that
that you
you
have attained your power.
have attained your power.